Once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So, today, what we are going to do, we are going to see the course content that we are going to learn as part of performance engineering. So, that is what we are going to discuss. So, so actually saying today we are going to set the expectations. What we are actually going to cover in this entire course journey. What I am expecting, you guys can stop me at any point of time. Uh, whatever the questions that you are having, you can ask me. Get the clarity, and then we'll move to the next topic. Okay, i- actually, um, we are going to cover almost all layers. Okay, that is how the course content is actually designed. So right from the uh, Java layer, and then database layer, and then infrastructure layer, and then browser layer, and also we are going to learn profiling tools and APM tools as well. Because whenever we are talking about performance engineering, at least you should know one APM tool. One APM tool you should know, because root cause analysis is very easy if you are learning the APM tool. So we are going to cover one APM tool, and you should be knowing about profiling tool as well. Profiling tool as well. So that is the reason we are going to cover that part as well. Okay, so uh, what we will do, I'll quickly tell you what are all the core content that we are going to cover. Please stop me at any point of time if you are having any question, and then we'll move on. So basically, as I mentioned, we are going to cover the key concepts like uh, heap dump, and then thread dump, and then garbage collection. Okay, garbage collection in Java. Okay, so heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection. So I told you in Java how we are taking the heap dump, in Java how we are taking the thread dump, how the garbage collection is actually working in Java. So anyways, we are going to learn about Java concepts in heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection, right? So, so what you can do, you will also learn about JVM, JVM, Java Virtual Machine, Java Virtual Machine, JVM related concepts, JVM related concepts also we are going to learn. Okay, so JVM, Java Virtual Machine concepts, and then heap dump means what, thread dump means what, garbage collection means what. So while learning about heap dump, yes, we are going to learn about what is heap dump, right? Heap dump definition we will learn. Okay, and then different tools, okay, different tools in which you are going to capture heap dump we are going to learn, and then how to analyze, okay, how to analyze the heap dump, right? That also we are going to learn. Okay, so heap dump means what? First of all, you should know what is heap dump, and then what are all the different tooling options that are available to take the heap dump, and then how to analyze the heap dump. Okay, how to analyze means, because whether the dump is actually having the problem or it is a normal dump, that also we are going to discuss. Okay, that is the analysis, root cause analysis, recommendation, observation, those things we are going to discuss, right? So heap dump related things we are going to do. Similarly, similarly for thread dump also, what is thread dump? Okay, what is thread dump? We are going to analyze it, and then different tools in which you are going to capture the thread dump we are going to explain, and how to analyze. Okay, how to analyze the thread dump. How to analyze the thread dump. So this is also we are going to do it like, first of all, the definition. What is thread dump? Taking the thread snapshot during the problematic situation. Okay, taking the thread snapshot during the problematic situation. I mean, if your application is actually having a problem, that time you are taking the snapshot of the threads to identify the problem related to thread, the problem related to thread. So like that, we are going to see the definition part of it, and then different tools that are available, right, to capture the thread dump, right? So that option, and then how to analyze the thread dump, how to analyze the thread dump also we are going to discuss. How to analyze the thread dump also we are going to discuss. And then garbage collection also. Okay, garbage collection also we are going to look into the definition. We are going to look into the definition, and then different ways to analyze it. Okay, analyze the garbage collection. Analyze the garbage collection. Okay, that also we are going to discuss. That also we are going to discuss. Okay, garbage collection. These three important topics that we are going to cover, guys. Okay, these three important topics that we are going to cover. Okay, JVM, yes, fundamentally you should know inside the JVM what is actually happening. Inside the JVM, what is actually happening. And then heap dump, what you are going to do, thread dump, what you are going to do, garbage collection, what you are going to do, so that you are going to fundamentally identify the root cause and then provide your observations and recommendations to the customer. Okay, so that understanding we are going to have it first. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, still?
Yeah, I have a question. Like after learning this particular performance engineering course, like how many years of experience we can put it in performance engineering?
Actually, it's up to your interest. Okay, but you will definitely involve yourself in performance engineering activity. Okay, it is up to the person's involvement in expanding the knowledge. Okay, it is not about what we are actually telling you will definitely say like you are 15 years experience or 20 years experience kind of things. It is about you are going to learn this, practice yourself, make yourself comfortable in these concepts, and then going for the interview. Okay, it is about individual's perception to put that number of years and all of it. Okay.
Okay. Another questions, like we are learning here only the Java related things, right? So and whatever we are going to do, the agent we are going to install, that is related to Java. So it is going to work for our other language applications like .NET, PHP. So are we going to monitor all those things? Like it is helpful for that,
See,
or it is only for Java based application?
no, it is not like that. So the way we design the course content is to bring the awareness across the layer. Okay, say like one of the technology, Java, one of the database, Oracle, infrastructure, Windows, Linux, and then front end concepts, and then profiling, and then APM, like that we design. That is the reason we selected one minimum of one things from across the layer. So so when we are uh, uh, learning about these concepts, in Windows level, anyways, your .NET level metrics you are going to monitor. Okay, infrastructure monitoring, .NET level metric you are going to monitor. So there it is actually covered. Okay, database level, Oracle DB we are learning. So obviously, there is no restriction of other application monitoring and all. The place where you are talking about the .NET is only the application level, right? So there we selected Java instead of .NET, because our primary goal is at least we have to select one technology across the layers. So that is the reason. And one more thing, if you are keep on adding new things into the course content, the length of the course content is becoming larger, and the commercial for learning the course content is also high. But our intention is, with the minimum effort, minimum duration, we wanted to cover different technologies, different tools, different concepts. That is the reason we chose Java is one of the technology. So if you wish you wanted to learn the fundamentals of .NET, yes, over the journey, even I'm okay to spend 1 hour or 2 hour to explain about .NET things and all. That's not a matter. But only reason behind designing this course content is we wanted to add one database concept, one infrastructure concept, one front end concept, one application concept. Like that, we designed this course content. In that, we added Java. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. So usually whenever we are designing the course content, the challenge is, if you are keep on adding things, the length of the course content will become more, right? So that is the reason we wanted to have a optimized course content with the proper duration of coverage, and also with the proper commercial attached. So that is the reason we designed in this way. Okay. So coming back to the course content, so we are going to learn about heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection. I told you, right? So there we are learning about the fundamental concepts in the Java side. Okay, and we are also going to learn about infrastructure side. Okay, infrastructure. In infrastructure monitoring side, what we are actually doing, Windows Server monitoring, Windows Server monitoring, and then Linux Server monitoring. Okay, Windows Server monitoring and Linux Server monitoring, we are going to learn. In Windows Server monitoring, okay, so I told you, actually monitoring of infrastructure is very important. But nowadays, many performance testers and performance engineers, they are not doing. Actually, saying they are not doing. But my humble recommendation is that, request is that, you have to do infrastructure monitoring also along with your performance measurement. Okay, along with your regular application level measurement, you should also do infrastructure monitoring also, because that will create a huge problem if you are not actually monitoring the infrastructure. That is very important, but people are not taking it very serious. Say like a typical example, if I wanted to show you, say if I draw a picture. Just a minute. Okay, say like if you are not monitoring the infrastructure, if you are not monitoring the infrastructure, say like the performance testers or performance engineers, they are measuring the performance of the application, they are measuring the performance of the application, so they are not monitoring the infrastructure. So what will happen? A typical example is, say like this is a memory graph, this is a memory graph, this is a memory graph. Available memory is this much during the start of your application performance measurement. Okay, but you did not monitor the infrastructure. I'm saying behind the screen what is actually happening. You did not monitor the infrastructure. Behind the screen what is actually happening. That is what I'm trying to show you. Say like you started your test. Okay, you are running it for 1 hour, but behind the screen, just a minute. Say like behind the screen, the memory is actually going in this way. Behind the screen, the memory is actually going in this way. At exactly 1 hour, you stop the test. Exactly 1 hour you stop the test, and you are providing your report as your application is actually working very good. All are under the SLA, application is very good, like that you are providing your report. because you did not monitor the infrastructure. But actually in infrastructure side, what is actually happening? Your memory utilization is keep on going. Say like at 1 hour it did not create any problem, but maybe after some time it will touch the out of memory. After some time it will touch the out of memory. You did not monitor the infrastructure, because of that you are saying your application is actually doing good. But if you are monitoring the infrastructure, you can observe this pattern, and you can report this kind of a problem to your infrastructure team, that there is a memory related problem. If this memory related problem prolonged for some time, what will happen? It will go to out of memory problem. It will go to out of memory problem. So why I am showing this picture? Because infrastructure monitoring is very important. Infrastructure monitoring is very important. Right now people are not doing it. People are simply providing performance testing numbers alone. No, that is not the recommended way. You should also monitor your infrastructure. Actually saying you should also monitor your LG infrastructure and all, load generator infrastructure and all, but people are not doing it. But if you are doing it, you are going to get a complete picture about how the test is actually running, how the report is actually coming, how the infrastructure utilization is actually happening. Like that you can provide your view. You can provide your view. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, still? No?
Hello. Uh,
Yes.
yes, I'm Ramya. I have one question. So, in the before running the test in the we already set the in the scenario we set runtime settings, right? And also when we are developing the script, we also set the runtime settings. So when the test is running, which runtime settings the test will consider? The
That
one
is
that we set in the
what
scenario or the Fusion script?
scenario only.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that is the
Thank you.
reason they are providing the option to override the value. Okay, so because sometimes whether you did it or you missed it, you have the option to uh, you have the option to override it one more time in the, say like your controller or performance center or wherever. You have the option to configure the runtime setting one more time. That is the reason that provision is there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to learn about Windows Server monitoring and then Linux server monitoring. So while learning about these topic, what we are going to learn, in Windows Server there is a concept called perfmon. Perfmon. Okay. Perf on. Okay, Perfmon is nothing but in chart actually. Performance monitor in chart is actually called as Perfmon. So Perfmon related metrics. Okay, infrastructure, Windows level, Perfmon metrics you are going to learn. We are going to learn. And then we are going to we are going to learn about here in the Linux side, we are going to learn about VM stat, SIR, top or nmon. Like that we are going to learn about different utility level infrastructure monitoring tools. Infrastructure monitoring tools, how the data capture is actually happening, how you are going to read that metric, how you are going to take a decision whether the problem is there or what. Like that we are going to discuss in the infrastructure monitoring side. Infrastructure monitoring side. Okay, so infrastructure monitoring side very important. That is the reason I'm telling you how the data is actually going to come. We are going to discuss on it. Okay, we are going to discuss on it. Okay, so next one is database side. We are going to learn about, okay, database monitoring. Okay, database monitoring. So in database monitoring, we are going to learn about very important topic called AWR reports, automatic workload repository report. So in Oracle, there is a report called AWR. Okay, that AWR report and the ADDM report, okay, database diagnostic monitor. So we are going to learn about AWR report and ADDM reports. Okay, actually saying during interview, people will definitely check you have knowledge about AWR report or what. So we are going to discuss about AWR report also. Okay. So AWR report and ADDM report we are going to discuss during the database level of understanding. So if you look at it right now, the first one we covered Java, second one we are covering infrastructure, third one we are covering the database. Okay, and then your browser level, or you what you call it as client side. Okay, you call that as client side monitoring. Client side monitoring. What is client side monitoring we are going to learn? Say like when you are loading your application in the browser. When you are loading your application in the browser, how your application is actually working. So for that, what we are going to learn, okay, browser, that rendering concepts we are going to learn. Okay, how browser rendering concepts we are going to learn. Okay, how the HTML is loading, how the CSS is actually loading, how the JavaScript is actually loading, like that basic understanding of browser rendering we are going to learn. And in order to do the client side monitoring, there are tools are there. What are all the tools? Web page test, web page test, okay, and then dev tools, your chrome dev tools option is there, right? Dev tools, and then gt metrics, gt metrics. These three tools also we are going to learn. We are going to learn about the page test, dev tools, GP metrics. We are going to learn. We are going to learn that also. Okay. So through this tool, how your client side metrics we are going to measure, how these tools are actually providing the recommendations to you. Okay, because these tools, using these tools, you are going to say your front end component is actually loading slow or loading fast. What else can be modified? What are all the options that are available? Like that, you are going to learn in the client side monitoring side. Client side monitoring side, and we are also going to learn about one APM tool called Dynatrace. Completely we are going to learn this APM tool. This tool we are going to completely learn. Actually saying in Isha we are having a separate session going on for Dynatrace also, but we wanted to have this content in performance engineering because that is actually very important. The industry trend is moving towards that. Everybody, I don't know in this forum anybody is actually trying for interview. If you guys are trying for interview in performance testing and performance engineering, if you are reading that job description, definitely one APM tool will be there. In that, predominantly Dynatrace would be the choice of tool. So that is the reason we are adding this tool in this list. Okay, so we are going to learn about Dynatrace tool. Okay, what is Dynatrace, why we are actually using Dynatrace, if you are using Dynatrace, what are all the things can be done, and how you are going to do the root cause analysis, what are all the different layer that you can monitor. Everything we are going to learn. Okay, there is a, one agent installation is there, how we are going to configure it, how the data is actually going to come to Dynatrace, what are all the different navigation that you have to do it in Dynatrace in order to do the root cause analysis. All those things we are going to learn in this Dynatrace learning. Actually, that is what I told you. Individually, this tool is actually very important. So we wanted to add it into the performance engineering course content also, so that you are going to get the complete coverage. Okay, I told you you are going to learn about JVM concepts. You are going to learn about heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection concept. You are going to learn about infrastructure. You are going to learn about database, like that and all I told you, right? everything covered in one tool, which is this tool. Okay, it is actually a full stack monitoring tool. Full stack monitoring tool. Right from front end, application, database, infrastructure, network, everything can be monitored using the APM tool. That is the beauty of learning this APM tool, because every layer is actually covered. Every layer is actually covered in this APM tool. So that's the reason learning this single tool is more than sufficient to do your root cause analysis. Actually saying, that is the reason nowadays everybody is learning APM tool, because root cause analysis is very very easy. Root cause analysis is very very easy. And also this tool, now I don't know whether you guys heard about the latest trends in the market. Anybody heard about site reliability engineering and observability and all? Anybody heard about site reliability
Yes.
engineering observability? Yeah. So now
Yes.
the yeah, now the industry trend is actually moving towards that, right? So a good observability platform. Dynatrace is actually a good observability platform. Okay, that is how Dynatrace team, they are promoting their tool nowadays. Okay, if you go and read in their official websites, they are claiming that they are doing a wonderful journey in observability. Okay, so you wanted to do problem analysis and then trying to intimate the problem, recovery of the problem, everything that you are able to do it using the Dynatrace tool. Okay, so that is the reason the importance of learning this tool is actually becoming higher and higher nowadays. Everybody started learning this tool, because not only your full stack monitoring or end-to-end monitoring that you can do it in Dynatrace tool, this is also in line with the industry trend. That is what I told you, right? Observability or site reliability engineering, all those things are still possible in this tool. So that is the reason the importance of learning this tool is actually uh, becoming higher and higher. I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, till now?
My question is, you are going to cover the complete Dynatrace course in this performance engineering?
See, complete Dynatrace course, I'm taking it for 15 hours separately. Okay. Here we are going to cover it in 3 to 5 hours. Okay, 3 to 5 hours we are going to cover it. But the actual essence of the things will be covered. I mean, when you wanted to go and work in the real world, right? Whatever the important things that you wanted to have it, that will be covered. Okay.
So
Okay.
I have one question. So when we run the test, if there are any errors, we will go to the Splunk and see what is the error and what is the issue and which they, like that. So what is the difference between the Dynatrace and the Splunk?
Yeah. See, actually saying both are leading tool in the market, but the Splunk, whatever you are saying, right? People perception only. I'm saying it is not in the reality. People perception is Splunk tool is actually little oriented towards developer logs, the dashboards, queries, like that. It is actually oriented towards. Because of that, many people did not even learn about that tool. That is a truth. Okay, the real world things, that is how it is actually happening. But on the other hand, how Dynatrace is actually uh, that is also perception only. How Dynatrace is actually known by the people is that it is very easy to use. Anybody can use it without having any development knowledge. Simply navigation of the application will help you to find the root cause. That is how people are having the perception about Splunk tool and perception about Dynatrace tool. Dynatrace tool, without having multiple configuration, multiple things, you can do your end-to-end application monitoring. Okay, but Splunk tool is actually only you are going to have the log level analysis, mostly towards log level analysis. But these APM tools are little advanced. I would say you are going to install your agent across the server, and then trying to see the data in layer by layer data, application data separately, front end data separately, infrastructure data separately, database data separately, like that APM tools are actually working. But Splunk tools also providing the similar kind of a view, but it would be kind of a raw format. I mean, log format, or the theoretical format, or the query format. It is actually there. So that's the reason the number of people learning this Dynatrace tool is little high. The Splunk tool is also nowadays. I mean, the recent trend, Splunk is also started using by multiple people, but only perception is like that. People perception is that is actually a log level tool. This is actually a visualization tool. That is how people are thinking. Okay.
So in that class, you are covering only for Dynatrace?
Yes, we are covering Dynatrace.
Okay, entire Dynatrace, right?
Yeah, entire Dynatrace. Yeah.
Okay.
So not only Dynatrace, we are going to learn about profiling tools, profilers. Okay, profilers. So profiling tool, two profiling tool we are going to learn. One is J profiler, which is actually called as Java profiler, and then YJP. Okay, that is actually called as your kit Java profiler. Your kit Java profiler. So two profiling tools that we are going to learn. So we, in this course journey, we are going to learn about what is profiling tools, why we are actually using profiling tools. In that, two variety of profiling tools we are going to learn. Okay, what is profiling tool? Two variety of profiling tools we are going to learn. Okay, so because the industry, say like you wanted to start your understanding in the code level. Okay, you wanted to understand your problem in the code level. So in that situation, you are going to use what? You are going to use profiling tool. You are going to use profiling tools. So that is the reason we are going to learn two different profiling tools. So that when you are getting the opportunity to start your uh, uh, code level understanding of the problem, this learning will definitely help you. This learning will definitely help you. Okay, so profiling tools also we are going to learn. Okay, so finally you are going to see about CPU related problem, CPU related issues. What are all the common CPU related issues, memory related issues, and then response time related issues. Okay, what are all the common CP related issues, response time related issues, and then memory related issues? And if somebody is giving the log, how you are going to do the log analysis? Okay, log analysis. Okay, log analysis. You are going to do it to say how many user used your application in the production. In the production, how many user used your application? Okay, that also we are going to learn it. That also we are going to learn it. If you look at it, if you look at the entire course content, we covered everything. I mean, the Java layer, infrastructure layer, database layer, and then browser layer, and then profiling tools, APM tools, and then log analysis, everything we covered. Okay, so in this core journey, all these things we are going to learn and understand, how it is actually happening in the real world, right? That is how we are going to learn and understand. And during this course explanation, we are going to discuss about interview questions also. Okay, the interview questions also we are going to discuss. Okay, so interview questions will be discussed in industry. What are all the best practices that are followed? That also we are going to discuss this. Any question, guys, still no?
So DB side, is there any DB side and network side? Are you covered?
DB side we mentioned, right? AWR reports,
Okay.
AWR reports and ADDM reports we are going to discuss.
Network side, is there any?
Are we
Network. Network side not specific, but during the Dynatrace tool, maybe I will show the network side numbers. Retransmission means what, connectivity means what, traffic means what, like that we'll discuss.
So my
Okay.
question was very small question actually. So while running the test, right? So you design the real-time scenario. When you are suppose in LoadRunner or Jmeter, you need to take some already prepare the scripting part. So when the scripting part while running the test, you need to show that or what exactly you in the course.
See, don't think from tester perspective. Performance engineering
Ah,
is
exactly, exactly.
combination
Exactly.
the combination of all. Okay, so here we are saying we are doing a, whether you are doing a testing or whether you are manually doing also, either way. Okay, when you are manually doing or when you are doing through the tool, you are facing a problem. That problem, all these days, what you guys are doing, you are only reporting the problem alone. I mean, the response time increased, that's all. But what we are going to discuss, where it is actually increased, which layer it is actually increased. Is it on the application layer, it is on the database layer, it is on the infrastructure layer, where? Okay, so
That's
that
my question
information
was. That's very sorry, actually. So that is my question actually. So anyway, while running the test, you need to tell all this, right? So real time scenario while running the test or what exactly?
while running the test, very minimum things only you can do. What I'm saying, post running
Mhm.
the test also, you need to do the analysis, you have to provide your findings
Exactly,
and
exactly.
recommendation. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah. So
provide your
this
findings.
course is post running, right?
During running you are observing, post running you are analyzing, and then you are going to provide your information to the
But
end user.
yeah, this course was post, right? Post running that you are explain all these things. That is the meaning.
See, during the running, if you are not monitoring, how you will say the problem? It is combination of during running and post running, right? During
Exactly,
running,
exactly,
see, during running in Dynatrace tool or any other tool, you are going to monitor it. That is live monitoring.
exactly,
And then
exactly,
post
exactly,
completion of that, you are going to do the analysis and then provide your findings and recommendations.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello,
Supriya,
am I audible?
yeah, Supriya,
yeah.
please tell me.
Uh, so we are simulating the real-time load, and then we are executing the test, and simultaneously we are monitoring, right?
See, that is
That's my
one.
question.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is one
My,
part only. That is one part only, Supriya. Okay, that is one part only.
Okay, okay,
So performance engineering
okay.
is nothing but lot of activities are there. Okay, you are going to find the problem, you are going to provide your findings and recommendations. Sometimes if you are aware of the code writing, you can even rewrite the code. Performance engineer means that is what the activity. Okay, so you are
Yeah,
going
there
to
are so many problems that come.
hmm, yeah, yeah,
So
that is
many problems we encounter, right? So we
hmm,
simulate the same problems here and try to analyze it. Am I right?
yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay. And one more question regarding the tooling part. Are we not touching Grafana or Prometheus?
No, we are not touching it. See, Grafana Prometheus is all the way the display tool only, right? It's actually a visualization tool. Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
so
Because how the
our
data is exported. Hmm.
yeah, our focus area is actually finding the problem. Okay, our focus area is finding the problem.
Okay,
Displaying of information can be done anywhere, right? It may be Grafana, or it may be Kibana, or anywhere. Okay. Only thing
okay.
is we
Hmm.
wanted to first identify the problem, understand which layer is the problem, and then we have to mitigate the problem. That is the focus area right now. So that's the reason we are doing the performance engineering. Okay.
yep.
Got it.
I have one question, sir.
Got it.
Yes,
So,
please.
yeah, so are we going to learn how to optimize the database performance here?
See, I am going to provide you the recommendation list. Okay. So in that,
Okay.
when your application or the database is coming across that kind of a problem, yes, you can provide that.
Okay.
provide that
Thanks.
documentation.
Yeah.
So those who wanted to proceed with this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. This is Kumar sir number 80199 Okay, 80199 So please reach out to Kumar sir for any further information that is
For
related
next
to.
classes and everything.
Yes, everything. Actually, next class is tomorrow. Next class is
Okay.
that I will tell. But if you wanted to discuss anything on the course timing or course content related or anything, any doubts and clarification, you can reach out to Kumar sir. Even the fees related information, you can reach out to Kumar sir. 801995242 is number. You can reach out to Kumar sir for further information. Actually, the time slot is this time slot, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Indian time. Okay, correspondingly in other locations, convert it. Okay, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Indian time, correspondingly in other locations. This course is actually 25 plus hours of session. Okay, 25 plus hours of session we are planning. Daily 1 hour. Daily 1 hour. It's actually a weekday session. Monday to Friday you are going to have the session. Saturday Sunday holiday. Okay, so every day we are going to record this session. Every day we are going to record this session, and all these videos we are going to upload it in the YouTube playlist URL. These videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. Lifetime you are going to have these videos. Any number of times you can watch it, and then you can bring your question. We will discuss. Okay, so these videos we are going to have it for lifetime access. All the industry best practices, interview related questions, all will be discussed during the regular session. Okay, so those who wanted to enroll for this course journey to continue your learning without having any break, so please reach out to Kumar sir. 801995242 is number. You can reach out to Kumar sir for any further information. Okay,
Sorry
guys.
to disturb you. I joined a little bit late. So can you give me that your brief yourself introduction?
See, I have 14 plus years of experience. Okay, I know variety of tools in the market. I have wide range of experience in working with multiple customers and multiple technology. Actually, saying I know I am the trainer for Dynatrace, AppDynamics, New Relic, Datadog, performance engineering, and I also know tools like LoadRunner, Jmeter, NeoLoad, Performance Center, PlaceMeter. I do this engineering sessions as well. So in that only I told you I know J profiler, your kit Java profiler, or the engineering utility tools like JVisual, VM, JConsole, and all. So I have the experience of interacting with different customers. Okay, healthcare, insurance, retail, working with these customers, interacting with them to understand and provide my views and recommendations with respect to performance engineering. Tirupati. Okay,
Oh, great, great expert.
yeah.
So you
Okay,
you
guys.
only for online sections you are given, or in live sections also at any Hyderabad? What exactly?
No, online only. Online only.
Only online, only online. For
Yeah,
there is no
yeah.
institute for an Hyderabad, right?
So that's what. If you are having that kind of a things, you discuss with Kumar sir. That's what I told you.
Yep, exactly,
Kumar sir
exactly.
will tell you because from our institute, anybody can come, right? So you discuss
Yep.
with Kumar sir. He will guide you.
Okay. Is he having any institute in Hyderabad?
Yes.
Okay, I will talk to them.
Yeah. Okay. So those who wanted to have the continuous learning of this course journey, please enroll yourself. From tomorrow, we are going to start our day one session. Today, for the learners who joined today for evaluating us, thanks for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye guys.